Queen.
Love you.
Aw, thanks. I love you too.
Hey guys, it's Ghost Queen. Okay, so I have a little rant. Who's from I was so heated. So I'm always talking about my Mexican neighbor, okay? When I first moved here, I got along very well with my Mexican neighbors, the wife and the kids. It's the dude I don't get along with, okay? And the reason why I'm always referring to him as the Mexican is because he was never polite enough to actually introduce himself to me. So I don't know his fucking name, but he's an asshole. That I knew from the start, okay? So he comes and knocks on my door today, okay, with his son to interpret, which he always does. And so through his son, he's telling me that my dog just killed two of his chickens. And I'm like, no, my dog didn't kill your fucking chickens. Oh, and they're $800 a piece and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, my dog's always fucking tied up. She didn't kill your chickens. And even if she wasn't tied up, she wouldn't kill your chickens. So do you mean the other dog that is actually not my dog? It's my neighbor's dog, Roxy? Is that who you're saying killed the chickens? And so they're like, yeah, and just talking about like how dramatic it is that the dog killed the chickens. And I'm like, well, how do you know that? Did you see her do it? No, but we saw the footprints. And I'm like, well, that doesn't mean anything. And you don't know that it was her. You don't know who the fuck killed your chickens. Oh, it was her. It was Roxy. So I'm like, well, no, you don't know who killed your fucking chickens. It could have been a coyote. I'm like, but I'll go talk to Nick. And he just built a fucking fence. So, it probably wasn't Roxy. Anyway, so now so he's like, because like, I don't know, I'm not acting, but feeling bad for him or something. He's now like, he gets in a snit and loses his temper and just like, because he knows that this will bother me, he's like, I'm just going to shoot the dog, and he storms off. And I was like, oh, you shoot that dog, I'm going to fucking shoot you. So let me just go call the police and we'll deal with this. So I like storm off into the house because every time I threaten to call the cops on the guy, he fucking suddenly gets nice, which means he's doing something wrong, dick. So I storm off into the house. He leaves. I then start to call the sheriff's office and I'm like, this is stupid. I hang up and I go talk to Nick next door because I see Nick and his friend are there. So I go and I talk to them and I go over and I'm like, I'm heated. And, not at you, but blah, blah. So I tell him what's going on and there's a dead chicken in the yard. That still doesn't mean Roxy killed the chicken. She could have found the chicken fucking dead and just dragged it home. So dogs do shit like that. So anyway, while I'm talking to Nick, the Mexican pulls up. I'm just going to refer to him from here on in as the Mexican asshole. So the Mexican asshole pulls up, gets out of his car, and he's like, look, I don't want any problems, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God, you suddenly fucking speak fluent fucking English. It's a miracle. I'm like, dude, you're a fucking asshole. And this is why no one likes you. And as far as I'm concerned, this is your fucking karma. Enjoy it. And I like storm off pissed. And I leave Nick to deal with it. And then afterwards, Nick came back with his friend and we hung out and chatted for a while. But like, 2 years, 2 fucking years. That asshole has always used his children to interpret and pretended to me that he can't speak English. So, as a New Englander and a Northerner and a liberal, which, I mean, I'm well traveled. I don't care what color you are, where you come from. You can be purple polka dotted from fucking Uranus. And if you're cool, I'll hang with you. But I'm beginning to see why fucking so many people voted for that megalomaniac. It's because of assholes like this in the Deep South. They're fucking annoying. I can't stand that asshole. I get the psychology now, that Trump uses on these people. And I don't know how to fix it, but God, I can't stand that asshole. And I think he kicked Roxy the other day too. And he's fucking cruising for fucking bruising from me. I'm telling you. I catch him fucking abusing any more animals, I will curse that motherfucker. You don't hurt animals in my neighborhood. You don't do that. It's not wise. All right. I'm making another video today. Stay tuned.